Welcome to the Outcome-Orientated Approaches to Mental Health Services, or OOAMHS, e-learning course. The OOAMHS approach incorporates the latest evidence on outcomes as a result of treatment for mental health problems into a feasible and pragmatic whole-service model that can improve not only the outcomes for patients, but also the therapeutic efficiency of practitioners and services. In the course, you will learn about the evidence and how to apply this to practice. This is done using narrated PowerPoint presentations, essential reading, reflective tasks, and quizzes. You will hear extracts from interviews with clinicians,
a real job to be done in terms of that notion of passive citizenship with regard to people with mental health problems. We have to campaign to overcome discrimination, exclusion and stigma. And that
because why not?
Service users.
Services haven't helped me. They told me I couldn't do stuff, and he told me why not. So now whenever anybody says to me, "Oh, you can't do that," I think, "Well, why?"
I felt really alienated. Because all these questions opened up a lot of things, but nobody really cared to see what I was saying.
Didn't really answer anything. And for quite some time I just answered the same thing every single time. And I did this for 10 years and no one noticed. So,
authors,
history of trauma, a history of bullying. If you look at women who get diagnosed with schizophrenia, an extraordinary percentage of them have sexual abuse in their past. When I went for this last,
managers,
seeks to tell us, well, you're the professional, you are an expert and you know best, and that translates into, I think, the culture of how we treat.
and academics.
Of the outcomes of therapy, according to Mike Lambert, is to do with the client. What kind of client factors are important? Well, the key one seems to be how much the client participates and is involved in therapy.
The e-learning course contains 8 modules overall. The first 4 modules are the foundation level modules. These can be completed by any individual, whether a clinician, manager, or any other interested person. Each module will take about 3 to 4 hours to complete. However, this does not need to be all in one sitting, as any work is saved as you go along. At the end of each module is a 10-question quiz based on the content of the module. In order to proceed to the next module, you will need to pass the quiz, which has an 80% pass mark. Each of the 4 foundation level modules follow the same sequence. At the start of the module, you will find an overview of the module and learning outcomes. Next, you will be taken to narrated PowerPoint slides. The PowerPoint slides contain the bulk of the content of that module. The PowerPoints include an overview of the module slides, written notes of the narration are also available for the slides. The slides also include embedded videos. And at the end, there is a summary. After the narrated PowerPoint slides, there is a link to a downloadable, required reading article associated with the module. And then there is an opportunity to enter personal reflections on the required reading. The required reading is necessary as the quiz at the end of the module includes questions drawn from the article. Following this, there is a page of resources, including useful further reading, websites, and videos that may prove helpful to those seeking further knowledge. After this, there is a final reflections question. Next, there is the quiz. The quiz contains 10 questions with a pass mark of 80% in order to proceed to the next modules. Questions are a mixture of multiple choice and true and false responses. Once the quiz is complete, you will be invited to give feedback to the OOAMHS team on the module. This involves a short questionnaire about the experience of doing the module and the content of the module. Once you have passed a module, you will be able to access the next module, which is structured in an identical manner. The advanced modules are different in structure and content. The advanced modules require a manager of a team to sign up. Signing up for the advanced modules includes licenses for up to 20 clinicians to do the foundation level modules. Before starting the advanced modules, all supervisors, managers, and clinicians in the team should have completed the foundation level modules. There are 4 modules that make up the advanced level modules. Managers who have signed up for their team will be given instructions on how to organize training. A team meeting with all clinicians who are taking part is recommended before commencing the advanced modules. 4 key questions are suggested for the team to discuss. All the managers, supervisors, and clinicians then commence Module 5. Module 5 starts with an overview of the module. There is then an opportunity for reflection on each of the questions discussed at the team meeting and a final module reflection question. Entries of the clinicians will be available for supervisors and managers to review. Module 6 is for supervisors and managers. The bulk of the module content is using narrated PowerPoint slides. Managers have an opportunity to decide on key performance indicators and can then enter baseline key performance indicators into a table. They will also have an opportunity to ask the OOAMHS team some questions. The service is now ready to commence an OOAMHS project, and a start date should be set. Module 7 is to be done 6 months after the start date of the OOAMHS project. It includes an opportunity for all to reflect on the progress in the same 4 questions that were discussed in Module 5. Key performance indicators can now be updated and inputted into the table to compare with the baseline data. Module 8 is to be done 1 year after the start of the OOAMHS project and follows the same structure and sequence as Module 7. Key performance indicators can now be updated and progress reviewed. We hope you will join us and embark on a journey of discovery that will benefit your clinicians, your team, your services, but most importantly will benefit the patients and the populations that you serve.